Hello everyone, welcome to Knowledge Optimizer. I am Rajat and today we are going to discuss about chain of responsibility design pattern. So it is a behavioral design pattern. So from the name only you can guess. So yes, there are a chain of handlers. So what we do, we have our object. Now we pass it to different handlers. So different handlers will basically do different processes and pass on to next handler. And whenever it is being passed to the next handler, so we can add in the next handler some checks, kind of check validation on the object for processing. But there is no basically it can't that next handler doesn't talk back to the previous handler from which it came. It will further pass it to next handler. Okay, and similarly no response being returned to the clients basically on that object when once it is passed. So this is the same being mentioned in this definition. So to explain it through an example, okay. So suppose we have an order object, okay. So someone place an order, okay. Now what we do in the chain of responsibility design pattern. So this is being passed to a handler. Suppose this is a payment handler. If we are payment handler. Now this being passed here. Some processing would be done. What is the amount? What should we do? Then there could be, before that we can even pass it to some discount handler, like we'll provide some discount to this object, then pass it to payment handler, then after payment then delivery handler. Now this thing further there would be some processing like delivery address and all those things would be added. Now shipping handler. Now the shipment would be done for that product. So initially the this is being called this discount handler, you can say being called from order handler or basically some handler. Now we are not returning anything to the client back. Similarly this previous handler, we won't return anything to the previous handlers. Okay, once it is passed to the next handler, now it will further pass to the next handler only. Now we will see the same through a code example. So suppose like we have this handler, okay, inside chain of responsibility. Now this is just an interface for like this is an order handler we are creating. There were multiple implementation of the handlers for them. So first of all the payment would be done. If product order the amount is greater than 0, we are just doing some validation is paid or not. Then the important part of I forgot to mention the important part of this chain of responsibility are there are two kind of function. One would be in each handler there would be two function. One is handle, one is next. In next we are basically provide the handler which handler to pass and that object, and there is this handle function basically the what are the processing we have to do. So now if you'll see we have created an order handler, and in the setness we are doing nothing, just assigning the new handler, and here we are just calling the next handler handle function. Okay, once this next handler is not none. Okay, now first the payment handler would be there. Now after payment handler this object will go through you can say inventory handler. In the inventory we'll check if that all exists or not, then we'll provide some kind of discount, then shipping you can say. Okay, and there would be just a DTO of the okay order. So main, if you'll see the flow we mention here, like first of all there would be a payment handler. Now the next handler for payment we are setting is that inventory handler. In the inventory the next handler is discount, then shipping handler, and then the order is being passed, and it is started with this first handler. We are just passing the object. Now the first handler, after doing some processing, if I'll go here, doing some processing, it is passing to the next handler, and we here set the next as inventory. So the next handler would be here would be inventory. Okay, then the inventory we'll check if order exists or not. Post that we'll apply discount, and post that the shipment of that object would be done. So let's try run this code. So yes, payment validation, then inventory check, then discount application, then shipping order. Okay, so that structure I guess you can guess what does it look like. Client will provide some kind of object. Now each handler basically an implementation of each handler. Now these handler will basically pass on to the next. there would be next function and handle function. So that's all from this video. Let me know if you have any questions. You can comment in the comment section. Thanks for joining. Please like, share, subscribe.